When a natural disaster strikes, you can bet Oklahomans are going to be there to assist before, during, and after a storm. As Jason Doyle reports, that's the case once again, following Hurricane Laura's devastating landfall in Louisiana last week.
Oklahoma has produced generations of world-class tornado chasers, but hurricane chasers? Hurricane Laura is the 13th landfalling hurricane University of Oklahoma meteorology professor Dr. Michael Biggerstaff has chased.
We got in a day early, and so we were able to scout around. We spent a whole day looking for places to potentially set up, everywhere from east of Lake Charles all the way back to the southwest side of Houston.
Biggerstaff is part of a team of scientists from OU and the National Severe Storms Lab in Norman who were dispatched to catch data from Hurricane Laura as it crashed into the Gulf Coast of Louisiana.
We actually put one of our radars on the northeast side of Lake Charles and the other one just to the west of Lake Charles. And we had kind of a nice network set up to be able to capture the wind and rainfall data as the storm made landfall. But it was a fairly intense ride for most of the night.
OU is part of the Digital Hurricane Consortium, comprising of Texas Tech University, the University of Florida, the Center for Severe Weather Research, and the University of Alabama Huntsville, all capturing data on Laura as it made landfall as a Category 4 hurricane. As that happened early Thursday morning in southwest Louisiana, Oklahomans were gearing up to help in the aftermath. That includes the Oklahoma-Arkansas Salvation Army.
The Oklahoma personnel and equipment will be joining 32 other mobile feeding units. By the way, there are 34 units already on the ground in the disaster area.
The Salvation Army and others have fixed feeding sites in the disaster area, but they also have mobile units trying to find people who might not be able to make it to a fixed site.
In some areas, the devastation is so large, there's so much debris, our large units are not able to get through. So we have ATVs on the ground that are reaching out to those who are in need.
Some of that debris, utility poles. Hurricane Laura left more than 831,000 people across the Gulf Coast without power. OG&E lineman crews started work in Texas earlier this week.
You know, they're still in the assessing phase here. They're trying to look. They had some individual calls for us to work today that were just individual ticket count while they're doing their assessments. So we're working on some of those this evening.
The 65-man OG&E crew is preparing to be in the disaster area for a while.
Right now, the outages in this area are showing to be around 40,000, so I feel like we'll probably be here for a few days.
On Wednesday, the OG&E crew moved on to the Lake Charles area, one of the hardest hit. The help from Oklahoma is making an impact.
We have already served 71,603 meals, 60,676 drinks, 34,037 snacks, and as I already said, 34 active mobile feeding units are there right now. We are there for the long haul. The Salvation Army normally goes in at the beginning, and we stay until the end, until we are no longer needed.
Now that the storm is over and recovery is underway, the data collected by Biggerstaff and the other researchers helped in real time, but it will also have a long-term effect to keep people safe.
We're working with the National Institutes of Standards and Technology. In fact, they've been funding our research the last couple of years, and they paid for the deployment in Laura. And they want to look at the extreme winds that are in these landfalling hurricane environments because they're interested in the building codes that will allow structures to withstand these types of events in the future.
Jason Doyle, the Oklahoma News Report.